So today in my random topics, I found out that men have a G spot, their
You just found
prostate.
that out today?
I mean, I've heard about it, I've known about it, but
You heard rumors,
and like I would,
guys
I
and
would,
girls talking in
yeah,
the
like
shadows.
and lately I've been hearing a lot about like pegging and all this other stuff, and
Hmm
I'm just like, this is crazy. Like, I don't know. It's a whole new world. I mean, I know people have been doing these for decades or whatever, but
Can we talk about that real quick?
yes.
Because there's a lot of guys who,
Like,
when
is it gay?
let's explore this. Check this out. Let's explore this. So a lot of people were getting on Tank and Trick Daddy about talking about getting their booty hole lick or whatever, but it's not gay because it's not a man doing it. Tank and Trick Daddy don't want a man to do it. They want a woman to do it. Because if they wanted a man to do it, that means they're gay.
Right, right,
But
right.
also with the legs in the air and whatever, like who cares? The women need access to it. Put your legs in the air like you don't care. You know what I'm saying? So when you bring up pegging and all that, it's not gay if a woman does it to
So
you
is the like pegging, is it like just like a strap, like a dildo or what?
or whatever. Like any, you could use a carrot, a cucumber. You use your finger. You can use your nose if you got a big nose. Penetration.
How deep is it in there? Do you
How
know?
deep is your love?
Like, I'm so curious about this. I'm like, this is
I
crazy.
don't think it's that far, but I haven't had it done to me, but I don't think it's that. I believe it's not that far, but
Mhm.
it's on the way. I mean, if you had, let's say you had a 6-inch strap on or whatever, right? I think you could hit it.
Okay. Yeah, probably, right? Because I'm like, is
Yeah,
it deep in there?
like it
Like,
doesn't. It's not deep.
because like I
It's,
was reading the article and I was just trying to figure it out because they were like, is it in the anus, around the anus, and
yeah,
you like, you massage the prostate, and it's like
yeah.
a marble, like the size of a marble, and you have to. It takes like 15 minutes to like penetrate a man in that way.
I
And
mean, people like guys can come from that
yeah, but they were saying like, if you like
without no
play.
stroking or anything. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But it just takes longer than if you were to like, play with, I guess, the shaft, and then
Yeah. Well, it depends.
at the
Maybe it
same
depends.
time,
Or at the
you
same time, it's probably glorious.
yeah, right. And then they were talking about how like the perineum or the taint or whatever,
Uh,
where between like the dingling and the ballies, like I guess
yeah, yeah.
that area is super sensitive. And so I'm just really like, this is
That whole
like,
area down there is sensitive. I mean, when you find a woman who's down to explore down there and stuff, I mean, it's like it's like heaven.
yeah, like I feel like
It's the
that's a
best.
real mature sexual play right there. Like I feel like that would be something for marriage.
No, no, because I've had it done to me and I've never been married.
So, but I mean, like, is that like a committed thing that people do
No.
with one another? Like, or are guys just out here now, like, hey, girl, peg me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like, if you,
the pegging? I don't know. I don't. I
or
mean,
even just butt play or like eating ass. Like, I know a lot of people eat ass, and
mhm.
that's just, I don't think that's healthy, but I know it feels
You
really
don't think
great.
that's healthy, but you think oral sex is healthy? The part where you pee out of, you think that's healthy?
It's not as bad as eating
It's not.
fucking fecal matter that's
It's not as bad. You pee out waste. It's the same
yeah.
thing. It's waste.
Well, there's some people that like use urine to wash their hair and they swear it's like good
Yeah.
and
And
like a protein, and
there are
I'm
people
just
who
like,
use there's
it would
people who use
stink.
their boo boo for fertilizer.
Yeah, but it's still waste, and like I don't know.
Yeah,
If somebody was super like into hygiene and
yeah.
knew that I would, you know what I'm saying? That it might
My thing
be.
is and
It would
I
have
get.
to be. You have to be clean. You would have to
Oh,
be extra
well.
clean.
First of all, who's letting you go down there when they're not extra clean? I
I
mean,
don't know. I don't know.
morbid and torture. Like,
Right.
also when you go down there, you can smell it. You then don't obviously don't go down there. Same thing with balls and the penis. If they smell bad, don't keep going. Stop. Don't
Ooh,
start. You can
yeah,
smell it. You can smell it down there before. I mean, look, I've gone down on a lot of women, and when it smells like fish, I just stop. And you could tell from the belly button if it smells like fish.
oh
You
my
go down to the belly
God.
button, you smell
It's
fish.
like
It's
a
like
fuse. You mean there's fumes coming
it's
up?
like it's like
It's like thick.
vapor. It's like vapor come up into your nose. It's like you know not to go any further. You say, oh nope. Somebody's not telling me a story here. Somebody's not volunteering information. They're just they still want me to go down there. That's evil.
Yeah, it's like, what was you doing? Running laps?
It's like if
Oh,
I come home from the gym and my girl want to lap my booty. I'm like, no girl, you gotta wait. Let me wash
yeah, let me
my ass
shower.
first.
Right.
Yeah, and
Definitely. Definitely.
I've never met anybody who's like, oh, I love the smell of dookie. You know what I mean? Let me go down there. Let me lap it a few
See,
times.
yeah, no, I couldn't. I mean, I don't have casual sex, period. I'm celibate and all that stuff. But I'm just like, this would have for me at this point in my life, I would have to be married to like
Okay.
I would want to be married with somebody and share those kind of if those kind of intimate moments. I couldn't just do that with anybody.
I would say for me, all the women I have dealt with, I would say 80% have licked my booty without even asking.
So women like to eat groceries, in the words of Jenny
Yeah, because
Aiko.
they love to please.
Yeah, I mean pleasing is awesome, but I
Hey,
don't
women are
know.
nasty out here. I love it.
Oh yeah, you are in the land of the freaky freaks, Los Angeles.
Well,
Anything
California,
goes.
period. Even Sacramento, women are just nasty. They all nasty. Bay Area, Stockton, Vallejo, L.A., San Diego, San Jose. These bitches is nasty. I love it. I
So
love it.
people are just sexually open and
Yeah.
explorative, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I don't know. It's kind of dangerous though when it's super random. But that's just me. I'm a
Well, when it's super
total.
random, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying I've never had a one night stand myself. All the women I've dealt with, I knew them, so I've earned their trust. I'm not saying like I went out here like picked up a girl at the bar and then I took her home and she ate my booty. Like I'm not. I know these women. I've earned their trust for them to you know go down on them surfaces.
Wait, so what? Are you like, okay, not you, but let's just say people in these situations, a guy's just on his all fours with his booty in the air,
It could be any position she
or like
wants.
laying on your back and then your legs like
Yeah, any position she wants me to be in,
woo.
I'll be in it.
This is making me feel hella childish right now. But
Any position she wants, you got to do it because the payoff is greater than the position. It don't The position is irrelevant.
that's wild. That's wild. See, I'm out here playing. I don't I've been out of the sex game for a minute. So
You've been out of the loop.
I've been out of the loop.
You've been
Like
out of the loop.
I've been out of the loop since what I say her name wrong all the time. Jenny Aiko. Like ever since she dropped that song, I feel like I've been out the loop. Cause I was
Mhm.
like, ugh, like they're singing about this now. But
Yeah, I mean, Two Love Crew sung about it way back in the day.
yeah, but
Right?
that I mean it went from Two Live Crew to Jenny. And how many decades was that? That's like
That is
90.
true. I don't
Like I haven't heard anybody else
I
talk
think
about that.
the Ghetto Boys talked about it on their second album. Yeah, it's been a while.
And then I guess I mean I remember hearing topics like tossing salad at some point in life, but
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. That's very interesting, but I don't know. Are you into marriage? Are you into like do you see yourself being committed to one person?
Yeah. Yeah. I think now, yeah, as I'm
Well,
older,
what? Like why the hesitation? Like I feel like that was
well,
like
there's no hesitation. I just never in the beginning as a young man, I really didn't believe in it. Marriage even and now it comes with a lot of, it's a gamble. It's a lot on the line on both parties, and it just wasn't at the time in my 20s and 30s. I didn't think it was necessary. But now, I mean, my thoughts are if I meet somebody, if she wants to, and we're there, 3 years, 4 years in, then I don't, then okay. But I'm not. If she doesn't want to either, I'm cool either way. Either, you know what I mean? It's not like it's not a mission. I'm not on a mission to get
so
married.
so
It doesn't
you're
it doesn't complete my life.
right. So you're more interested in commitment to maybe one person versus getting the actual marriage license.
I'm into commitment and trust between two people. Yeah, I don't believe
You
a
have to
piece of
be married.
yeah, I don't believe a piece of paper solidifies our commitment because it doesn't mean anything because you can still get divorced. You can still die down loving each other and then separate. You know what I mean? You're just held together by a piece of paper, and then the government solidifies it, and you get what tax breaks and all this stuff. I mean, that's about it. It
Yeah.
doesn't take us to a next level other than a tax break. And then women feeling that what the guy's more dedicated. That to me, that's like you don't have that much trust in your man until you're married, and vice versa with the guy. Like I don't believe she's really mine until we got a ring. I put a ring on her finger, and now I know she's mine, and she won't stray away. But we all know that that's not the case. People still cheat, and people still break up. People still die down out of love. It's irrelevant. Marriage is a religious thing. It's
Yes.
a religious thing. It becomes tradition because a lot of tribes get married
Hmm.
or I don't know if they call it marriage. Maybe like a committed to one woman. You know what I mean? And then some tribes have five women.
Yeah.
Whatever. You know what I mean?
Polygamy and
But
stuff.
yeah, but America was built on the backs of foreigners by the white man, and the white man brought their Christianity, their Catholicism, their baptism, and it's all marriage is religious. That's all. Under the eyes of God, and Jesus.
Under his eye.
Yeah, Handmaid's Tale. There you go.
Such a
So
good
it's yeah. So it's all that. So it's in the overall. It's godly and it's insecurity. To me, that's
Yeah.
my
No, I could definitely see that. I was thinking like, yeah, it's definitely a spiritual, religious connection.
yep. Or
Um,
commitment. Not. I mean, not even like a connection. Yeah.
yeah, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And financial. Period.
And financial. Yeah. It's like the incentive is, oh, you get a tax break. Oh, if you die, uh, and you're not under the life partner law or whatever that thing is called,
The common law.
uh, the common, yeah, like, and you haven't lived together that long, but you're married. If you pass away, it automatically goes to your wife or husband, whatever your belongings, your finances, whatever.
Yeah. But
But also the debt.
Yeah, exactly. But I feel like, being married to somebody is you have someone you could build. This is what I've been telling myself my whole life. I haven't found it yet,
You can
but
still build. You can still build with somebody you're not married with. You can still live together with somebody for years and
yeah.
build a business.
But I think
Now
maybe
you
marriage may be that thing that you need to be like, okay, you're here, you're stuck here for a while, at least until we get divorced. But I mean, if I get married, I'm married forever. There won't be any divorce. Just so whoever's
yeah.
watching.
I mean, how many people said the same thing and then got divorced?
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like I
Nobody
don't.
goes into marriage wanting a divorce. You go into marriage because you think it's gonna last forever, not
Mm,
realizing that people grow and people grow apart. People are human. That's what we are. We're all human,
yeah.
colored
But
man.
I feel like marriage, I would need that person to. I'd want that person to like basically publicly say they're committed to me and
Yeah,
go.
but that's
You know
the
what I mean?
insecurity, is it
Versus
not?
because I wouldn't want to build with anybody, just somebody who just popped in and was like, "Hey, I like you. I like you too." Okay, like I need like you would want more of a solid commitment, and I think that's what marriage is. It starts out
Yeah,
to be a
to
solid.
build off of your insecurity to know that this other person is committed to you. So you're like, oh, if I get a ring on my ring finger and a joint account and a business and a dog and a house and a white picket fence and maybe a Tesla, then that means we're committed.
Right.
And we
Yeah.
all know that means nothing. It means nothing.
Yeah, but it used to mean something, and that's the problem. Like for me, and like I don't think a lot of people want to get married. Like I want to get married and be committed to one person. Like I want to be committed to one person. Like I feel
I
like that's really old school and like
Mhm.
traditional, and definitely a spiritual thing. And I know there's people out here doing it, but
Yeah,
I
I
don't
be
think
every
people.
day.
Yeah, people don't. But even those people, some of those people that are getting married, they don't. I don't feel like they value marriage like that because that's like you said. I mean, divorce rates are super high. You
Yeah,
know,
and get this, like 70% of them are initiated by the woman.
the
In 2020,
divorce.
yeah, in 2020, the women were initiating it.
Yeah,
70%.
because they were probably tired of being stuck up in the house with their husbands, and they're like, I don't even like you.
That's the thing. That's the thing too. I mean, like
For the
how many
penny.
how many women were sold a fantasy that they're supposed to get married at a certain age or whatever, and then they miss all the fun time in their youth. They get married in their 20s. You know what I'm saying? They have the kids. They get out of
Yeah,
shape or whatever, and then they feel like, oh, I missed having fun in my peak. Now they're 30, 40 years old, overweight or whatever. Not maybe not overweight, but not out of shape, and thinking they can go back into the circle.
but 40s are prime for
Feeling
women.
feeling
40s are
FOMO.
prime. 40s are prime sexually and just
Yeah, but they don't look their prime,
ooh,
so nobody's checking for them. They don't look it. If they if
yikes.
they kept the same body type at 20, then
But
sure.
that's impossible. Nobody could keep that same
No, it's
body.
not. It's not impossible. It's
I
not.
mean, it's not, but I mean, yes, it's impossible. That's babies. People look like babies at 20. Like even men, like you guys get your little man weight. Like you got in your man
But
look,
it's not. But it's not impossible to stay in shape though.
y'all
Like
lose,
all.
your hair.
I mean, I lose mine. I lost mine.
Yeah, a lot of men lose their hair. Like that's an
Yeah, but
early.
but
A
that
lot of
got
men,
nothing to do with staying in shape though. You're talking
but
about staying in shape.
that's still physical. It's still a physical attribute.
Nah, I mean, I can still look sexy with a bald head. Like,
You
can you
do,
look?
and you
Can
do,
you
and you
look?
do.
Can you look sexy with a spare tire around your waist? Like,
Yeah, I can
you know what I
actually.
mean? Can you look sexy looking like a caterpillar?
Stop being a caterpillar.
You know what I mean? Some guys don't like that. And it's
Yeah.
not it's not your body type. Not you, but in general, like women, got lazy. They're watching Real Housewives of Canada or whatever, and they're sitting, they're getting lazy. Guys too. They're
Yeah.
getting lazy. They're living in the past. I
They're
used to be a
dad
man
bods.
out
They have
here.
whole,
Got
yeah,
the
they have
dad
whole terms
bods.
for
You
that.
know what I'm
Yep.
saying? But guys are more likely to, they can still get the young girls though. See, women can barely get the young guys. Barely get the
Whatever.
cougars
I was just saying today, I need
unless
to
they're
get,
fit.
listen, I was saying today, I was like, I need to get somebody that's like 30, 35, just to keep up with me. And, they probably want an older woman that could like do things for them and take care of them. And, because I feel like a lot of the younger guys are motivated. Like
You trying
they
to
have,
take care of some? You trying to take care of a young man? You trying to be a cougar?
no, I mean,
You
not like
been a
that.
sugar
No,
mama?
he has to be, I'm talking about an ambitious young man who's out here getting it. Cause like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just in the house too much, but I feel like
What's getting it? Like a getting
just
a degree?
just out in the world. No, you should already have your degree by 35, at least one degree. You know what I mean? But
Mm.
but no, I don't know. I want somebody lively. I don't want somebody who just wants to sit on the couch and watch TV. I'm trying to get out in the world. So I was like, I should date somebody younger, maybe. Keep me
I
young. Keep me young and vibrant. I'm just thinking a lot on age because my birthday is this weekend and I'm gonna be 41. I'm getting up there.
Congratulations.
Yeah. But
Welcome to the 40-40 club.
okay, the
To the
40-40
40-40 club.
club. So I don't know. I think 40s are great. It's been fun. But and I think it's gonna get better. But like I said, yeah, I'm thinking about a young whippersnapper.
I mean, my ex was like 10 years younger than me, and uh I wasn't. I mean, I didn't slow down at all. Like we went to a lot of places, but I
Mhm.
don't. But even like I don't think age really matters. I think it's just the if you have opportunities to.
Maturity. Yeah.
Well, I'm just well. I mean, you're talking about like keeping up with you and going doing stuff.
But
That's not.
he had to be solid in the head. He has to be mature and want an older woman and knows what an older woman can
I
provide.
mean, that's you have to bring that to the table. You have to bring the rules and regulations to the table, right? As the
Mm,
as the woman, you know what I mean? I wonder if that's the thing too. Like if you're the older woman and
right.
he's a younger man, he's supposed to have the masculine frame and whatnot, and be the man of the house. Does that dynamic change if the woman is older?
No.
Let's say the
A man
finances
is a
don't.
man. Like a
Yeah,
man
man
is
is
a
a
man.
man, right?
Yeah, an alpha man is a man.
But you
So
know what though? Like I know like a lot of like cougars though. They've been obviously they're older. They've been had more experience, quote unquote. Like they know what they want by the time you know what you want by the time you're 40, 50 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? A young man coming over and trying to do this and do that, and sometimes the woman's like, no, we ain't doing it like this. We're doing it like my way. You know what I
hmm.
mean? Because an older woman, I don't think an older woman could take a young man seriously, right?
Yeah, no, you can. I have. I've dated younger guys.
Really? I mean,
Yeah,
because like,
but they were mature. They were like old souls and like just awesome. So I mean, it's a specific kind of man that can.
I don't think to me, I don't think age. To me, the age is just a number because you could be 16 and like seen so much in life, and then or you know what I mean, like your parents, the parents might be dead or whatever. You might have to take care of your younger siblings, so you're cooking. You got a job, whatever. Like it just depends on the individual. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I don't think age. It just depends on your experiences.
exactly,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
Yeah,
Like
and
I remember I was cooking something for my friend, and she's younger than me, and she was telling me, like little tidbits about the kitchen, and I wasn't like, oh, I don't stir like that. Like, I'm older than you. We stir like I don't. I was learning.
right.
I was still learning because she has more knowledge of how to cook in the,
Yeah.
I'm not
Well,
I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm older, I can't learn from a younger person. No.
yeah, well, I'm not specifically on gender roles, but each person, when you're in a relationship, you're gonna have roles and things that you're gonna bring to the relationship that, complements or teaches, and like that's one of the requirements. You gotta learn. Like, teach me something and I'm gonna teach you something. We're gonna make each other better. I'm gonna find your strengths, you're gonna find my strengths, and you're gonna find my weaknesses and be my strength, and vice versa. So
So how does that relationship get enhanced by getting married?
but like we said before, it would just be, well, for me, it would have to be a spiritual thing. It would be a connection in that way. You know, be somebody's rib and, just support someone, like just have that union and have that like covenant and blessing on your life as a married couple.
It just sounds like an experience you guys can share together instead of like
Yeah, and the
the actual
antics.
matrimony part of it. It's just like you guys, zip lining together or fall, jumping out of a plane or bungee jumping together. Now we're getting married. That's another thing you guys have together. That's
Yeah,
all it is, that sounds like.
and you're right though too, like more that we're talking about this, marriage is kind of something that we've been told to do ever since we're been, like, you're basically raised to get married or you're raised, like, as a woman, you're basically fed the whole princess waiting for her prince fantasy.
I mean, not even that. Like like a lot of us grew up on the Cosby Show, and that marriage was great. Like, you see, they're still flirty together. They have all these kids together. They had, great jobs. They had their own separate, ways of parenting, and they always came together at the end. And,
Yeah,
I don't
family life.
remember them fighting. You know what I mean? Yeah, family life, and they look like us, so it's like you want your family to look like that, and they're married, and they have a big house, and they live in, I think, New York, or whatever. It's like the fantasy black family.
Right.
So when you're young, like you want to shoot for that, black, white, whatever, any race, you want to shoot for that kind of like relationship, and then but that show just made you feel like, oh, I need to get married to have
Mhm.
that kind of a lifestyle, and I don't agree with that, but I understand it.
Right. I mean, yeah, I think it's just tradition. And if we go back to if you go biblically or historically, go back to the original meaning of marriage and all that, then and unions and all that stuff,
Hmm.
we'd probably have our answers because it was mostly for survival, probably as well. Like
Well,
now,
it was more like carrying on the family name, right?
yeah, like it's
Deeds and businesses and property and
and
finances. It
and
all,
passing money
yeah,
and
yes,
you know,
generational wealth, blah blah blah.
yeah. So like that's how you really have to look at it. Like nowadays, I think it's more of a, oh, I want someone to be with, we didn't, you
Hmm.
don't have, like, we're kind of at a different place of survival as humans. So it's more, I think it's less, it has evolved. Marriage has definitely evolved into something
Business.
more, yeah, yeah, and something more like a pleasure, you know?
Pleasure.
It's not really it's not really a necessity. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Like
It's like
that's
you
why,
do it if damned if you do, damned if you don't.
yeah, yeah, like it's not a survival thing anymore. It's just kind of like, oh, let's do it.
Yeah, but also there's more. I think now too with social media, there's more options. So the man and the woman aren't mm, subjugated or entitled to just deal with one person or feel like that one person is for me. You know what I mean? I mean, how many stepdaddies and stepmoms are there? That means that either somebody passed away
Bonus.
or
People call it
or
bonuses.
or like you fell in love again. Like there's we have options now, and with social media we have more options. So
Wait,
I
what do you
think
mean
now
social media? You mean like online dating? Like
yeah,
more
people are flying people out, dude, just because of DMs.
and getting catfished and clickbait.
You know what I mean? Or not, or actually meeting somebody, flying them out, having a good time, digging each other. Then they dig each other, and then she goes home or he goes home. You know what I'm saying? Or on the Uber or on Spirit. So it's like there's more options because of social media. You see somebody on IG or TikTok, whatever, you shoot your shot with a DM or with a instant message or whatever. You guys vibing. And then you guys meet up somewhere in the middle or go there. You go to Colorado or she comes to California, and then you guys link up and then match made in heaven.
Global love.
Global love, nationwide love, statewide love, like
And still ain't found one that's on my level. No, just kidding. I just don't go outside much. I'm gonna start going outside when the pandemic's over. But it's been all work. Like I feel like I've kind of probably missed out on I don't think I've missed out on marriage, but it's been on the back burner just because I have been so like trying to be so, career oriented, get me established, get my mind right, get everything together. And then hopefully Prince Charming will come find
now.
me, flow in.
Do you think you would be the same person you are now, as opposed to if you got married at 30? Do you think you'd be the same person now at 41, being
No.
married?
No, one thing I do appreciate about being single is and alone, or I won't say alone, in solitude majority of my time. I've learned about who I am as an individual, and I'm very grounded in that at this point, I would say.
So you're better now than do you think you would be with somebody else?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Like now if I get married, I feel like I would be whole, like I have my individuality and like wholeness to be able to compliment someone else, and we could grow together and not be baggage. Like I definitely feel solid in that, actually. Like versus getting married when I'm a child and I don't know anything about nothing. But if you get the right person, I can see how marrying them and you guys grow together, if you have that like connection or even have that mental state to try to get on the same page, and really be mature about it, it could work. It could work. It could work. I could
Yeah,
see
because
both
I
sides
think
of it.
I can see both. Yeah, me too. But I also see like with the women who, or the young ladies who wanted to marry me at 20 to 30, and me at that age, if I did that, I probably would have cheated
Yeah,
because
exactly.
I wasn't in the right mind space, and I had a lot of options. So for me, it didn't make sense to just like settle down.
Wait, do you feel like though that you missed out on somebody that could have been wifey now that you look
No,
back on
because now that I look, no, okay, good point. No, because now that I look back on them, because some of them I still, talk to from time to time, I either dodged a bullet
it?
or I would have cheated on
She
them.
looked like a caterpillar.
Well, most of them do, yeah. 90%.
Sorry.
Because they had kids and whatnot. So, I mean, I probably would have at that time fallen out of love with fallen out of attraction to them because they let themselves go. And then I would have tried to find a way out. You know what I mean? Like I would be unhappy.
So you're very physically oriented or
I'm
attracted.
very visual, yeah.
Yeah, like that's
Like I
your
can, like
that's on your number one. That's your number one thing you want in a relationship. Somebody that looks good.
is that my number one thing?
Yeah, is that your number one?
Like the
Like if
first
you
thing, I have to be attracted to him. Yeah.
that's terrible though. Because like I won't say it's terrible.
How?
It's not terrible, but it's not a good I think that's where a lot of men mess up.
I
Like
don't see that's the thing. See, for me, so let's do this then. You can't you can't have the visual without the mental though. If the mental is not there and the visual is there, I'm not going to be there. Now it's just window shopping. You know what I mean? You just look in the mirror in the windows. Oh, that's cool. I wish I had that, but no, I can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? Like she got me there with the visuals. Okay, cool. Now I got to get to the mental. If she's not there and we're not compatible, then I don't. You know, it's not worth it.
but back to my what I was saying is that attraction fades. We all look different. Like you know, when you get 75, you're gonna look different. Your girl's gonna look different.
Yeah, but by then I'm already like she got me already.
Okay,
You know what I
so
mean?
yeah, but
I'm not going to be 75 looking for a 35 year old because I already know. I mean, it ain't gonna be no Anna Nicole Smith situation. I'm not even like thinking about that. If my girl's with me and she's 60 or 50 and I'm 75 and we already grew
are you
old
gonna still
together.
be attracted to her? Are you gonna still be attracted to her?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, mentally, yeah, I'm already there, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like,
You mean
what
like
are you gonna leave
at
her?
50 or
Like, that's what
60,
I'm trying to say. Are you
where
gonna
am I
leave
gonna
her?
go? To the home?
So you gotta just be like, oh, because I'm old and used up now. I just
I
might
mean,
as
I
well
don't know.
stay.
I'm not 75. I'm not that age yet, so I don't know. I mean, I think for me, I'm thinking optimistically. If I'm with somebody for 10 years, if she blew up like a balloon, I mean, that's on her. And then, I mean, it's probably gonna, yeah. I mean, I'm probably gonna be less attracted to her, but I'm probably not. If we're married, then I'm probably not. I mean, yeah, we're there for life. I'm gonna make it work. I'm not gonna be I'm mature. I don't have options, and I'm at a more mature state now and beyond than I was at 20 and 30. So I'm going to try to make it work. But also, who wants to be with somebody who's going to let themselves go like that?
I mean, it's not really a person's choice. They could be
How is
depressed.
it not how?
You could be depressed. You could have some kind of mental
Yeah.
or
So
not
then
mental,
okay, I get that, but then you got
like
to
a
talk to me,
physical
right?
ailment.
Hmm.
Could have
Then that's
thyroid,
different.
hormone
That's different.
issues. It could be a lot of stuff.
Then don't date a woman who has thyroid issues.
Shut up. You don't know that. Things develop later.
What do you mean? How do you not know that?
But I mean, okay, so basically you need to find somebody. When you find somebody, that's gonna have to be in your initial conversation, is you to
Yeah,
determine
ailments.
how well they take care of themselves. Do you work out? Do you eat well? Like I feel like that would be a good thing to communicate to that partner
Absolutely.
so
Yes.
that you have a successful relationship.
Yeah,
Uh,
because I like to ride my bike. I mean, she don't like to ride her bike. I mean, I like to like walk. I like to hike. I like to be
yeah,
active. You know, I'm not. I mean, I'm not trying to like do it. I'm not trying to like do a marathon, but I like to be active, and I like to be
yeah.
active with my partner. And if she
Okay, no,
don't,
I get it. That
if
makes
I'm
sense.
being active and she's sitting at home watching TV, that's not gonna work.
Right. No, I get
She's
that.
supposed to be
But
my partner. I like to do it with my partner.
yeah, but I think a lot of people go into these relationships young only solely on looks.
I agree.
And that's why I feel like a lot of relationships fail because once people realize, wow, life, ooh, when I hit 40, 50, or 35, even 35, 40, 50, 60, life is different. Like those things that you wanted when you
Hmm.
were a child and immature,
Hmm.
that's not gonna get you through life. Like there's so much to a successful life.
I also think on both sides that they, both parties at a certain point will let themselves go and stop being active and start, gaining weight because they feel like, oh, like the other person's not going to go anywhere because we're married and then we got kids. But that's not true. Like people get divorced all the time, and it is mostly because of they're not attracted to you anymore, and because either somebody got lazy and gained weight,
But
and
I
you're
mean,
not the same person anymore, and that mentality is gone too. It's like you get and I don't have kids, so I don't know how it is, but like somewhere down the line, you have the kids, you get lazy, you get overworked, you get frustrated, you get whatever emotional roller coaster a woman will go through, because initially the woman is the one who's taking care of the kid right in the house, right, when the guy's working or whatever. And the majority part of households, right? The cliche family household dynamic, right? So she gets lazy, she's buying stuff on QVC, you know what I mean? She's spending she's spending the
oh my
guy's money.
gosh, you make it sound so boring.
You know what I mean? Like, and then
I
she
don't want
gets,
that life.
and
I don't
she's
want to get
thinking,
married.
and then she's thinking like, oh, I can gain weight and get fat because he's not going anywhere. That's not true. That is not true. And as soon as the guy sees another woman who's slimmer maybe at work or maybe at the gym, and she's giving him rhythm, maybe the guy's gonna cheat.
Yeah, I mean, but a lot of people our age, like, I don't know. I mean, if you in the gym every day, yeah, cool. But a lot of people aren't the bill of health, and they still out here cheating, thick as hell. So I don't know. I don't know. I just think I would love people to be more open-minded when it comes to choosing a partner, and don't just go off of looks and body and all
I
that
mean
stuff. I
that's
mean, you
easy
want
to say.
attraction, but see, you know
Yeah,
what?
that's easy to say, but it's naive to think that that's what really was happening, or
It was happening with
that
me.
could happen.
Like, of course, somebody's gonna have to look good. I mean, maybe they don't have to be fine, but they have to be, like, for me, they have to have good hygiene, attractive, moisturized, just, taking care of themselves. Like, seriously, they gotta be popping.
Lotion
Like,
put cologne on,
yes.
manicure your nails.
That's one thing about my ex. He was popping like that. So I like that. I like a man who takes care of himself, and just that's important. But anyways, but before all that, I need to have a mental connection with somebody, an emotional
Yeah,
connection. Have
how do you get
chemistry,
there?
have
Yes, I
not through
agree.
looks, not through looks. I mean, for me, it's not necessarily looks. Like, it could be,
But how does a guy get there with you then? Like, and
has
so
to be intelligent,
so what you're
has
saying
to
to
have good
me,
conversation, has to be
so what you're saying
ambitious,
to
has to be able
okay,
to teach me something,
okay,
knows how to, like, go, have fun, and, like,
okay,
take me on experiences, and
okay. So what you're telling me
a
is a
friend.
guy. What you're telling me is a guy 4 feet tall can come up to you and start talking to you, handsome face, just 4 feet tall, can come up to you and start talking to you, and you'll give him rhythm because he's mature. He's saying everything you want to hear. He's spiritual. You guys are the same believe the same faith. You're gonna give him rhythm. You're gonna
You
be
know what?
responsive.
That's hard. And to be honest, I don't know. I couldn't. I don't think so, because a woman,
Okay, point
wants,
proven.
but that's different, because
No, it's not. It's not.
then protection comes into play. Like,
Oh, here we go.
you want to feel
So
protected.
physically,
But I mean, he might be a
physically,
ninja. He might be dope. Like, he might know how
yeah,
to protect you. So
yes,
then, okay, so
yes,
I'm open to it. And you never
okay,
know who you fall in love with.
yeah,
You
that's
don't know.
okay. Yeah, you don't. Yeah,
As long as he
yeah.
can protect me and pick me up, we all good.
No, he can't pick you up. He can't pick you up.
So
You
all
can't.
these positions I have in my head that I'm waiting
You
on.
know, it's never gonna happen with him.
See,
Unless
no.
he has robot arms in the future. Elon Musk has robot arms and can pick you up. You know damn well no 4-foot little person is gonna pick you up.
Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, you're right. There's people have preferences. I get it. I understand, but it's not the main thing.
I think we need to be real with ourselves and just know that we have shallow traits. You
We
know what I'm
do.
saying? You know, I have a certain female dynamic body type that I am not attracted to, but can can I can I get over it? Maybe I have. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't work out for me. Like it'd be different if I didn't try it. I've tried it. You know what I'm saying? Would I date a little person? Maybe. I wouldn't be opposed to it if it was natural, if it was like a natural progression. Because even with like some girls I wasn't attracted in the face, like I learned to like them. Even with big girls, like they weren't I wasn't attracted to their bodies, but I was attracted to their mental. And it worked for like a little bit, and then I was like, I can't do it. You know what I mean? I had to be real with myself. So I try. It doesn't work for me. I move on because why stay in a relationship where I'm not happy just because we vibe on the mental. You know what I'm saying? Like we became good friends and we keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I'm
I mean, we
open.
don't
I'm
get.
open to dating one legs.
Yeah.
And I'm dating. I'm open to dating whatever. I'm willing to try at least. You know what I'm saying? Like I've dated somebody like fucking 5'9".
I know. I was gonna say, would you ever date like a Amazon, like a Megan
Yeah,
Thee
I don't care.
Stallion?
I don't care. I'll be like a monkey. She be the tree. I just kind
You
of
stupid.
for the people at home. I'm only like 5'5". That's why it's funny.
Yeah, but that's whatever. That's a good height. Um,
Well, the average is 5'9", so I'm not average.
right. But you pack a punch. You got a lot, ladies. He has a lot going for him. Don't even worry about that.
Well, I've learned the stats. I was looking up the stats the other day, and it's like 49% want a taller man, right? So that's half almost.
No,
That's
no,
half.
no. Yeah, no. Women definitely want tall men. That's one of their things. But
Yeah, but that's half though. So what I'm saying is there's a chance for all my short dudes out there, don't give up.
yeah, no,
Like
nope.
don't think like just because you're not as tall and buff as Chris Helmsworth that you're not gonna find a woman, because
That's
that's
true.
a false narrative. Just because you don't look like Dwayne Johnson, you're not going to get a woman. Like that's, I mean, I'm a good example of having a pretty good goddamn track record, and
So
I've done everything pouring under the sun.
what do you think are the top three things men want in women?
Why do we always say top three or top four or top?
Like, no, I'm just for real. Like
You have to keep
on
it short.
average, on average.
What's the top three things women?
I'll go
Okay.
first. I'll go first, so you
Oh,
can
you
think.
already had it. You already had it.
I think a lot of women, I'm not saying this is what I want, but a lot of women want a man that has money or can provide for them, who's, tall, dark, and handsome, looks good, tall, whatever, and probably, mm, yeah, I don't know. I think those are a lot of women want to feel
That's
protected,
only two. That's
and
two.
women want to feel protected.
Okay.
That would be my top three.
So
Not for
yeah,
me, but what I think most women want: money,
yeah.
provider. You know what I'm saying? That would be take care of, stable, and what did I say the second one was?
To feel protect.
I can't remember. Um,
Feel protected, have
money, provider,
be a
protection.
provider, protect, and
Oh, and
then
looks good and
and looks
tall.
good. And
Yeah,
tall. You said tall, dark, and handsome.
yeah.
Well, if you, so, what do I think of like women want?
No, what do you think that most men want in women? Top three.
Peace.
Looks. Oh, stop. Don't even go there. Niggas don't be like, oh, I want peace.
I'm
But
not. I'm
I'll
not
let you
done. You
finish.
said three.
I'll let you finish.
Peace. Peace. And I want to say submissiveness comes into peace and quiet. Beauty, which is physicality, body, everything, right? Beauty and support.
Really?
Yep.
That's really, that's pretty awesome. If
Yep.
that's what most men want.
I think so.
Beauty,
I think so. I think that's most. I think a
really.
high value. I think that's for high value men who who
Okay,
who
Kevin
know that
Samuels.
who know their masculine frame, who know their position they will play. They want to play in life. Who want to to be the lions of their den. They want all those three things, and that's it.
I like that. I like that.
It's not too hard.
I
It's
thought
not
men would
hard
be
at
like
all.
beauty, booty, and boobs.
I mean, that's physicality, though. You know what I mean? And even with that, we can work with what you have or don't have. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? If you got big titties but no ass, okay, cool. We work with that. If you got small titties and a big ass, okay, cool. We work with that. If you got a big, forehead or jawline, but you got a dope ass body, we work with that. If you got short hair, long hair, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? As long as we're attracted to it, because beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't like Penelope Cruz. They think she's ugly, but other people think she's pretty. It doesn't, you know what I'm saying? It just depends.
yeah. No, it's preference. It's
Yeah,
definitely
it's preference. It's
it's like
definitely preference.
music. It's like music.
Yeah,
Preference. You know.
exactly. But somebody's got to make the move. It's somebody, and it's all about communication. And nowadays, I think it's harder. But that's a whole nother episode.
I know.
But
Oh
but
yes,
yeah,
marriage, no marriage.
I say yes, no marriage. Yes, no.
So you're fine being single or just committed.
I mean, everything you do, like business, going to school, going to work, getting out of bed is a gamble, right? I mean, how many horror stories have we heard about marriage and divorce? And then how many good stories we hear, what I'm saying? I have two friends right now who are in good marriages so far, but hopefully the universe blesses them and they keep going, you know what I mean?
Right.
But that one of those individuals had to get a divorce, you know what I'm saying, to meet this person. So it's like, life is a gamble, you know what I'm saying?
It
Everything
really
you do is
is.
a gamble. This podcast is a gamble.
Yeah.
Me going to work today was a gamble and I
Woo.
got slashed up. So it's like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like, what are our goals? What are we doing anything for? You know what I'm saying? So that's between two people and what they want out of life and out of each other, and
Right.
what their union means to each other. And will this ring solidify, or is it just for them to stay longer, or is it just like a social media thing, or a society thing, or a social construct for them to get, or a religious thing to get married?
To have the wedding,
Yeah, to have
have
the
the
wedding, to
engagement
post,
party,
the,
have
the
the
cameraman, have Stacy take pictures and post them. You know,
right.
does it make them stronger? I for that moment maybe, but then down the line, just say, oh, my husband or my wife out in public,
But it is an
but
experience though. Like if you find your best friend, you do want to share that love with your family and your friends and just have a good time. Like that's what we're here for. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like at least American life is all about celebrations.
You know
We
what
live
else
for
is,
the holidays,
you know what else is a good experience to have with each other? Going to Hawaii.
Yeah. But when you could have all your friends and family there, destination wedding.
Why? We all can go to Hawaii if you can afford it. Let's all
Right.
go to Hawaii.
Yeah, but it's more fun if it's for something. It can be.
Let's,
It's still fun. It's gonna be fun regardless.
yeah, let's
But
go. Yeah, let's go
luau
to
and all
somewhere
that.
different. Let's go to Guam.
Yeah, I
You
don't
know,
know.
I get what you're saying.
No, I get what you're saying too. I'm also very okay with being single for the rest of my life if I am gonna be single the rest of my life. But marriage would be cool. It would be. It would be
Okay.
cool if I can find somebody that adds to my life. It doesn't.
Exactly. Yes.
It
Yes.
doesn't
But
take away.
yes. But again, how many people said the same thing, and then years down the line with kids and everything, they took it away.
Yeah. Prenup.
Joe Budden had a story where he was and I'll paraphrase and then we could shut this down. But he said he was walking, he was riding his scooter in the park. He met this old guy. The old guy was just chilling in the park on a bench. He was smoking the doobie, whatever. Yes, I said doobie. And they stopped, Joe stopped to talk to this guy and he said, "Yo, I feel fantastic. I just got out of a marriage, you know what I'm saying? A 30-year marriage because she woke up and just said, I don't want to do this anymore." Now, this guy, this old white man, had money. He lived in one of the New York buildings, okay? He's good. And she would be good too. She ain't got to do shit. But she just woke up and said, I don't want to do this anymore. So he got his shit and moved out to an apartment in the sky. And he's good. And he said he feels free. He feels liberated. And he hasn't the care in the world. And he's like 70 years old. They've been married for 30 years.
Yeah.
And she said, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
And he said, cool.
Yeah, because people sometimes they don't walk away when they should have walked away and they just stay, not so much for the love, but for that bond that you have with someone.
But even with that, you gotta think in the beginning too, like when he proposed to her, he wasn't thinking, oh, this ain't gonna last. People get married, they think it's gonna last. They're very optimistic, right? But again, nothing is guaranteed, Chico DeBarge. Nah, 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 nah. You know what I mean?
Guarantee. Yeah, no.
So it's a gamble. And then you gotta ride it out till the wheels fall off. And at 30 years, for that couple, the wheels fell off.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of people they just like it's the kind of the grass is greener situation. It's like people who are single want to be married, people that are married want to be single, blah 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 blah.
Man, yes.
So it's kind of just, and some people, she probably was tired of the relationship 15 years in and wish she left him 15 years ago. And then just one day he snored or was chewing too loud or something. And she was like, I can't take it anymore.
But even with him, he's not innocent either though, right? Because who
He's
knows,
not
like
what?
maybe he's not innocent either, right?
Oh.
Like nobody's innocent because we don't know the whole story. We're hearing one side of the story.
Exactly.
He could be like not having sex with her. He's
Right.
not cheating, but as we get older, our libido goes down.
Yeah.
Maybe he wasn't fucking her
I think that's
anymore.
because men have way
You know
too
what I
much
mean?
sex early. And then that's why you guys can't perform, when you get up there.
I mean, that's possible. That's possible.
I think so. I think that's it.
That's very possible.
Because women, some women don't have that much, sex. And then when we get in our 40s, we're like, whew, ready to go.
It's very possible. That's a good theory. There's also the theory though that, we're the one doing all the pumping. when you're with the same person for so many years, it's like it's the same thing. It's like it gets boring after
But
a while.
I think if you have a deeper connection with somebody,
Man, then sex
then
doesn't
the
matter then.
sex, no, right, exactly. But the sex it's deeper than just sex. It's like a whole body, like,
Okay.
you know what I mean?
The same body for 20, 30 years?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yes. Like, think about it. Like, if you have sex with someone,
I am thinking about it.
and the first time you have sex with them, it's just kind of like, whatever. And then,
No, it's not
maybe
whatever. It's fantastic.
it's
It's
fine.
exciting.
Sometimes, yeah, it could be exciting, but that third or fourth time, it's like, oh, we've entered a new land.
No, I think you're speaking on a woman's perspective, which makes sense, but that's not the same for us. The first time for us is the exciting part. It's a new body, new vagina, new titties, new mouth. We're exploring as much as we can for the first time. We're excited.
But sometimes people's bodies don't mesh right until the
We don't
third or
think about
fourth
that.
time.
We're the one we're the one doing the action. First of all, let's say that, right? We're the one doing the physical part of it. All you have to do is spread your legs and lay on your back. Right?
No,
Right?
I mean, if you're boring,
Really? So for the first time you have sex with somebody, you're taking control, you're on top. The first
uh,
time.
see, that's why I think as women, like the third or fourth time, we kind of open up more and
That's
do
what I'm
different
saying.
things.
I just said that earlier. You're talking on a
So,
female perspective,
I
which
guess so. I
makes
mean,
sense.
that's what you just said. So I'm just like, maybe that's what it is. But I mean, the first time, I mean, if it just depends on the situation, though. Like, if we're
Every
super having fun and faded, then you
uh,
might do all kinds of stuff the first time. But some stuff you might leave for later, or it just goes to the next level because it was so good that first time. So then the next couple times, it's like, oh, let's try this. Let's do this, or you know what I mean? It
yes,
just gets
during down the
better.
line, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm not detesting that. What I'm saying is for the first time. You said for the first time. It's like, and that's mainly for the women because you guys aren't doing any of the pumping. We're the ones excited because it's new pussy. So we're excited. We're doing all the work. You're
Yeah,
not doing anything. You're laying there
whatever. Who's
taking
not
it.
doing anything? No, no, no. No, that's
Okay, so for every
the
guy
first
you've had,
time. You're not just doing
wait,
missionary.
Stacy, the first time you had sex with somebody, you were you ever on top?
Of course,
For the first time,
I'm sure. I'm
the
sure,
first
baby.
time you had sex with a guy, and one of the guys that you've had
Well,
sex
it
with,
depends on the. It depends. It depends on the guy. I'm
no,
not gonna lie.
just think about all the partners you had.
It's only been two, so I don't know.
Okay, did
Like,
you?
it's not that hard to think about.
Okay, the first time you guys had penetration, you were on top. You did all the work. Who did all the work for those two guys? The guy did. Don't think about it. You know, the guy did the work. So for us, the first time is the exciting part.
What are you over there fighting?
Yeah, the moth. There's a moth in my room. I got a lot of sweaters.
Like, do I need
Did
to
I
call
did I
911?
look crazy? Does it look crazy?
It's like, do I need to call 911?
You gotta edit that out. No, I'm kidding. Leave it in. Leave it in.
That's funny.
Leave it in.
But yeah, no. I hear what you
I
say.
think what I hear what you're saying too. Like even with us, like
It just depends. Case by
every
case.
time the second, the third, the fourth, we're still excited. Now we have to worry about the 10th time because we can get bored really fast. But yes, when we have the
That sounds like
connection,
personal problems.
but when we have the connection, then we'll be
Yeah,
there the whole time because
right.
we don't. But because now, not only do we have sex as a bond, now we're bonded mentally too and spiritually if you're into that, whatever. You guys have a bond that's there. You know what I mean? So I
That's what
understand
I'm
that part.
saying.
But
That
what I'm saying
connection
is
is
to
more
you,
important.
again, yes. So, okay, so when you're 70, you think the connection, if you guys have the connection, you guys will still be having sex.
I think it's case by case, but it just
Okay,
depends
I
on
agree. I agree with that.
you know what I mean? Like I don't
think it's
know.
case by
Like
case.
you don't know what everybody's health state is at 70.
That's
But
what I'm saying. So that
have a lot of
guy
wait,
that
hold on.
Joe Budden met,
That guy he what?
that guy that Joe Budden met at the park, he wasn't telling the whole story. He's 70. My wife is like, you don't hold me like you used to. You don't have sex with me. My libido for some reason is still at a good level.
Yeah, like
I can't do this anymore. And he's like, okay, cool, because he knows he's probably
like
feeling the
70,
same way.
yeah, like 70 sounds old now. 40 sounded old to me when I was younger, but I'm young. And but 70 sounds old. But I know a lot of 70-year-olds that are like out here.
Oh yeah, hey,
They look
STDs in nursing
good.
homes is wild.
The what?
STDs in nurse homes goes up. It's going up because they fucking.
I believe it. What else
You
is there
gotta
to
think
do?
that the old people in the nursing homes, they're all divorced. They all don't have nobody. They're all looking at each other. They all live next to each other. Easy access.
And that's why they was passing COVID throughout the nursing homes like that. Is that
So
what happened?
they was doing all kinds of shit. The boat don't stop rocking till the boat sinks.
Exactly. That's why you gotta stay in good health. And I think our next episode might be on some health things. Let's do that. I think we should definitely do that.
Okay.
How to age gracefully in the 2021s.
In the 21st century.
So, well, cool, man. It's been a great discussion about life and all of its pleasures.
And booty.
And booty, making it booty licking. That's a lot. I have to absorb. I have to process this show. I'm still processing because that was a lot.
This was a good one for me. I like talking about this.
Yeah, we
I like talking about
we might
booty.
have to revisit this. We might have to revisit this. So, all right, man. Well, I'm gonna get up out of here. I'll talk to you later.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Thanks for listening.